Welcome to the Clubhouse Corner with Benny, Moose, and Eddie. Straight from Fremont to the Clubhouse. Dive into a world where East Coast golf elegance meets West Coast chill. All right, Eddie, here we are, episode number 5.
Awesome. Love it.
I know. And how cool is the fact that we're broadcasting to the world now?
Yeah, right. We're on Apple, we're on Spotify, we're on all these podcast shows. I think it's fantastic. Giving great golf information to the masses. Wonderful stuff.
And I even have you wearing flip-flops today.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean,
the world is on tilt.
That's I've been Californianized, Ben, that's for sure.
I love it. I love it. Well, anyway, this has been a lot of fun thus far, and we have a lot more to go.
Yeah.
So it's very cool. I want to thank our sponsor, Trimmer Pills.
Cheers, Trimmer.
Perfect Pilsner. The world's most awarded Pilsner. Very cool. Wouldn't be possible without you.
Berkeley
Thank you very much.
Room.
Berkeley Tap Room. Derek, Derick.
That's him. And Joe.
So we need to go up there. You know, they asked us, we might have the opportunity to do a live show.
Oh, really?
At the tap room.
Oh, that could be dangerous.
Right?
16 different types of beers.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh. I mean, that might be a double episode.
It might be a retake. But no, that's pretty flattering. You know, pretty cool to
that's great.
Have that opportunity. So
yeah, that's great.
Yeah, so very cool. Well, listen, we've been talking about the Clubhouse. We don't have a guest today, but the last couple episodes we had John Dutton, one of our charter members, and then last week we had
Mr. Jeffrey Collins.
We had Mr. Jeff Collins, who really is a golf enthusiast.
Yep, played twice last weekend. Tells me every shot that he hits.
Yeah, I played with Jeff last weekend.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he played well.
But yeah, that's what he told me to.
Yeah.
He told me about every shot.
Yeah, we were down.
As I was walking away.
Is that right?
Yeah.
As you kept walking away.
That's right. I love Jeff. Jeff's great.
No, he's terrific.
Great.
He's terrific. And John as well. So, you know, we've really created that membership base, and it's really awesome. So, excuse me. I want to talk a little bit more in depth about the membership at the Clubhouse.
What it offers, what it entails.
Well, just kind of where it came from.
Right.
Okay. So, you know, you're aware. I'm obviously aware, but I don't think a lot of people are. There's a program called the Dukes down in Monterey.
Right.
It's based out of Del Monte, Old Del Monte,
right.
One of the I think the oldest golf course west of the Mississippi. You know, in that ballpark anyway. I mean, it's nostalgic.
And you're a member of it, right?
I've been a Dukes member for quite a while.
Right.
And really the rationale for me being a member is so that if I want to bring some buddies down or clients or customers or whatever, we can go play Spyglass for less than half price.
Wow.
You know, so Spyglass I think is $460, $470 now.
It's so expensive.
Spanish Bay I think we can play for $240 or $200. I mean it's a deal. You know,
so one round of golf essentially pays for itself. Right?
With the group of people, it pays for the membership. Yeah. But with that, you know, kind of, and we talked about it all. And so with the Clubhouse membership, you get, we get Birdie Bucks.
Yep. $50 of Birdie Bucks when you sign up.
Which are good for?
Yeah, for the 19th hole.
Yep.
You get 6 guest passes.
Which are how long?
So you can bring your guest in for an hour. They play for free. One of the other great benefits of the Clubhouse membership is you get your USGA handicap, yearly annual handicap, which gets you discounts at Poppy Ridge, Poppy Hills. Same kind of principle. If you go down and play Poppy Ridge or Poppy Hills, you already pay for your membership right there, or for your USGA membership for the year.
Because of the pricing.
That's right. So whenever we did this, was it 2 years ago, actually, in March in 2021, we kind of based our membership program off the Del Monte the Dukes membership.
The Dukes, yeah.
I think it's been a great success, you know, as well. So Birdie Bucks, you get your guest passes, you get great pricing on cost plus 10% at the Callaway, PXG, TaylorMade, Mizuno. You get access to member events, you get discounts off leagues. And we keep adding different kind of incentives onto it. Like members can take any of our demo clubs and take them onto the golf course that weekend, play for free, test them out, see what they want to do. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the member service, the private club for the public golfer.
So I didn't know this. We'll let a member take a club out to the play green grass and try it out.
100%. Someone says, I'm looking for a wedge. I'm like, well, I got Mizuno wedge, Callaway wedge, TaylorMade wedge. Take them out this weekend. Test them out. Go hit some shots.
Yeah.
Bring them back next week. Let me know what you think. Absolutely. They're members. I
Yeah,
want them to
for
feel
sure.
like they're a part of the club.
Love
and
that.
That's something that, an extra added incentive.
Sure. I love it. That's probably helps sell equipment too. That way they can truly see the ball fly. It's not just a simulator, but
Right.
It's
Right,
as
exactly.
accurate as our simulators are.
Yep.
Seeing it fly on green grass, it
Oh, exactly. You got to see it in real
makes
life.
a big
Yeah,
difference.
for sure. If you're going to pull the trigger on something, for sure. Absolutely.
So the membership overview is really based off of the Duke's membership in Monterey, part of the Pebble Beach family. So it's a lot of fun, or it's a great deal for that matter.
Yep.
$250 a year and $100 a month.
Yep.
And
yep. 2-hour daily sim time. The members call day of. They text me, email me every day to find out what time they can get. So that really adds up. I think it's tremendous value, and you get a member service. We add member events. Like tomorrow, we're doing a member event. We've got Bushmills whiskey are coming down. We're doing a whiskey tasting. Because I'm from Northern Ireland, I grew up like 10 minutes from where Bushmills is at. They're coming down. We got 4 different shots we're doing. We've got Callaways coming down with all their clothing, shoes, rain jackets, all that kind of stuff. We've got a new product experience with all the new TaylorMade stuff, Callaway, Mizuno. We have a fish and chips kind of for food. We got a free drink at the 19th hole, and then last but not least, I'm going to do a little presentation on what a golf trip looks like to overseas, to Ireland as well as Scotland. We're going to go over some of the pictures and videos. We're going to see flip flops. We're going to see flip flops hitting a driver off the deck at King's Barnes.
Yes.
That's going to be worth it right there.
Oh,
So,
what a trip!
It's we do these events periodically throughout the year. We're going to go on to the golf course in May. We're going to Baylands to play a member guest.
Awesome.
And then we're going to go to Poppy Ridge, member guest.
When's Baylands?
That's Friday, May 17th.
Okay.
12 o'clock tee time. I'm sure the course is going to be great condition after recovering from the winter time. They've been great with us. And, we're going to have a good event.
They do a great job out there.
They do. That's a very busy place.
It really is.
And to keep those greens in tip-top shape, they do a fantastic job. Kevin's the head pro there, and he's been very helpful and welcoming to us and our family, our clubhouse family. So, I think it's going to hopefully be an annual thing.
Yeah, great. And they're part of the first tee as well.
Yeah.
We could talk more about the first tee later on, but,
Sure.
what a great thing for the kids to, learn social, and etiquette on the course as well as life skills.
100%. Elle and I were over there a couple of weeks ago. We went and played 9 holes, and we got a bucket of balls, and I hit like maybe 10, 15. Elle hits like 5 or 6 or whatever it was, and I had a bunch of balls left, and I see a bunch of kids with their parents. I'm taking my balls, and I give them to the other kid. I'm like, there you go. Keep hitting. Keep whacking away.
Awesome.
I think everyone should be doing that.
Yeah, that's great.
Encourage junior golf.
And they were probably very gracious.
Yeah, they were like, oh my gosh, who's that guy? I'm like,
Really?
take him.
That was like $10 worth of golf balls.
And then I went to the first tee and snap hooked it out of bounds left.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
New driver,
Not your grip?
No, it wasn't my grip.
Yeah.
I was thinking about other things, I guess.
Yeah.
That happens.
Well, GPA,
Yeah.
Practice what you preach, Eddie.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, that's good. So just gives a little bit more perspective on the membership. Not just the leagues, which we just finished up. What was this season?
This was the Winter League. So we just finished up 8 weeks of Winter League. We have 2 nights, Wednesday night, Thursday night. We had 6 guys on Wednesday night. We had 12 guys on Thursday night. The guys get together once a week. We play for 8 consecutive weeks. Play 9 holes at different tournaments each week. I try to pick the courses that coincide with the PGA Tour.
Yeah.
So, for example, we played at PGA National the other week. It's Sawgrass this week.
Yeah.
So I try to pick the courses out of the full swing simulators. There's 148 golf courses there, so there's a lot of courses to kind of coincide. Each week, the guys show up at like 5:30, go to the range. 5:45, we go have a closest to the pin contest. So I pick for example, this week is at Sawgrass. So I would pick number 17.
Uh-huh.
Everyone gets like
Hole in one there today.
Yeah, that's right.
You see that?
And not only that, the guy had an eagle on 16.
The first time
So
ever.
first time ever, eagle.
That's right.
And then Craig Perks, he was the guy that went on to win it years ago, right? Now he's a commentator. He couldn't beat that. He went eagle, birdie, birdie to win. That was like 20 years ago, something like that.
Wow.
I've been I'm fortunate I've got to play there. That's for another story. But back to the league. So the guys show up, have a closest to pin competition. They win a prize, get a clubhouse swag like a hat, glove, a head cover, whatever that might be, towel, golf balls, and then at 6 o'clock their 9 holes start, and then they play 9 holes at 50% USGA handicap. So it's an official type of thing.
Yeah.
And then 6 out of the 8 weeks count for the overall score, and then the winners get paid out in cash.
Love it.
So yeah, no, it's been successful. It's getting bigger. It's growing. We have spring league starting in April. First week in April. Thursday night's already filled up. We have 14 people playing. That's more than enough. Usually
14 on one night?
Yep. Normally I like to just take 12, but these guys were adamant. They wanted to come. So I'm like, you know what? Let's do it.
Hey, if they're willing to be patient, we'll do our best to accommodate.
100%. We'll start a little bit earlier, and then Wednesday night we have like 5 people signed up, so we have 7 spots available. So if anybody wants to play, email Eddie at fremontclubhouse.com. We'd love to have you.
Love it.
Come have a good time. Make Wednesday night your favorite night of the week.
We started with how many people in leagues?
And leagues, it started
like 4 or 5?
4 or 5, and then now it's grown up to like over 20. So
well, yeah, that's terrific.
keep it going.
Keep it going.
Keep it going.
Absolutely. And then we're gonna have a club championship eventually, and we're gonna have a league championship, and
That's right.
yeah, it's very exciing.
It is.
You're doing a great job, Eddie.
Yeah. I appreciate it. It's fun working there. It's different. These working in the golf business, doing like member guest events, for 20 something years at private clubs.
Sure.
I get to do different things. Like tomorrow was member guest or member event. It's 4 to 7 p.m. I've never had the opportunity to do something like this, and it's cool.
And you're not gonna.
It makes me think.
You won't be finding a lost and found for head covers, range finders, gloves, speakers, cigar cutters, whatever else people lose on a golf course.
They lose it, it's gone.
It's gone. That's funny. Well, yeah, it's tomorrow. I'm excited. I'll be there for the event for a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna call you in to do a little speech. It's
100%.
all thankful for you. If it wasn't for you, this would never have happened.
Can I wear flip flops?
Dude, I would expect it.
Okay, perfect.
Yep, I expect it. I might wear my good shoes tomorrow then.
Oh, shiny shoes. I love it. Well, hey, not only is the clubhouse continuing to grow, we hit on it early on in the beginning of this, but with this all coming to fruition, they don't have to wake up at 7 a.m. as much as we want them to, right? To hear this, you can hear it anytime you want on all kinds of podcast channels: Spotify, Apple,
yep,
Google, YouTube, iHeartRadio. In your wildest dreams, did you ever think we would be having a broadcast around the world?
Yeah, I'm glad I made this decision 2.5 years ago to join your team. Because whenever I joined it, I was like, I want to do something different. And this is definitely different, and this is cool. I mean, look, I can talk about golf, all day long, about experiences, instruction, technique, seals, equipment.
Yeah.
I never would have had this opportunity if I really stuck with working at a green grass facility. So I love this. This is great.
Well, there's always an elevator that only goes so high, right?
This goes all around the world. My parents back in Ireland are listening to this.
I love it.
They critique it, and they're like, this is fantastic.
Yeah, terrific.
So I'm like, this is making different connections.
Yeah, so that's 2 continents. Let's go for all 7.
Yeah. Wow. Well,
imagine that.
Hopefully they understand my accent in all 7.
So with that, right, Eddie, people can email us.
Yep.
And they can follow us on social media. Our Instagram handle, it's Fremont Clubhouse. Same with Facebook. Facebook. Send us your questions, and we can answer them online. This is a recorded audio, obviously. But, we could do our best through the week. Email Eddie at Fremont Clubhouse.
Yep.
Ben at Fremont Clubhouse. And if you have a question, ask away.
Yeah, tip of the week. If anybody has any questions about technique, instruction, equipment, just send it to me, and I'll be happy to answer it in our podcast.
Yeah.
I think that's great. Get some feedback from the audience.
Yeah, follow us, share us. It only grows with an audience, and obviously we have an audience now.
Right.
We just need people to love us that much more. So, and I think it's great. It's very, very humbling and very flattering.
Kudos to you, Ben. I mean, this is cool, good stuff.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Eddie. Well, stroke each other all day long if we want to, but you brought it together, and I have the dream. You brought it to fruition. So, So I think it's a pretty good thing right now.
Good stuff.
It's great.
Yep.
So I'm excited. I'm gonna kind of toot my horn for a day. I'm a Mizuno guy.
Yes,
you know, and I don't know if I ever told you the story
if
of how
if I was you, I'd be excited too, man.
If I don't, do you know the story of how I became a Mizuno guy?
I think you told me once or twice or 3 times, but tell me again.
So I was always, Titleist is the best. Titleist is the best. Titleist is the best.
I remember it now.
So I was adamant. I don't know, 8, 10 years ago, 9, 6, whatever it was. I don't remember.
Right.
That I wanted the Titleist AP2s.
Yeah.
And didn't matter if I liked them. It didn't matter if I hit them well. It didn't matter. I liked the way they looked. I liked everything about them, but I had never swung them.
Yeah.
So my wife talked to my buddy, and asked my buddy, what does Benny want for Christmas? What kind of clubs?
Right.
And so he went online and looked up some golf clubs.
Sent it to you.
Sent it to my wife, and opened up the golf box at Christmas. I'm like,
hey, tell you what, that's nice. Your wife getting you a set. Of
oh,
clubs.
It was spectacular.
That's really nice.
Oh, it was amazing.
Did you know they were a set of clubs? Obviously, right?
Well, I've been given gifts in different boxes before.
Yeah.
But it was a Titleist box, and it was sealed.
She didn't even wrap it?
No, it was wrapped, but it was still in the the iron box.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so I opened them up, and
Kid at Christmas time.
so my buddy, he had sent the link to her, and she just ordered it sight unseen.
Right.
So I opened them up, and I'm like, oh, sweetheart, these are awesome. But they're left-handed. And my buddy's left-handed.
And you're not a switch hitter, right?
No. I write left-handed. I'm very ambidextrous.
Okay.
I bowl left-handed.
Yeah.
I play bocce right-handed.
But don't play golf left.
But I golf right-handed.
Yeah.
So anyway, I had this excitement down to 0.
Oh, I'm sure your wife was
and she was
looking at you
devastated.
oh, I'm sure she was.
Oh, she was devastated. And so my buddy, I tell him the story, and he's laughing, but he's left-handed. So he was looking at clubs for him, this selfish,
right.
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 So anyway, I return them. I bring them back to the big box store.
The Titleist, right?
The Titleist AP2s. Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh,
great clubs. I had a set of them too.
I have them. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And they're left-handed. So I have to bring them back to the local box store, and the guy says, "Have you even hit these?" I said, "No, I've never have."
Yeah, brand new.
So he goes, "Okay, well, let's put a demo club together," and I think it was a 6-iron. And I don't think I could hit it more than 140 or 150 yards.
The AP2s.
The AP2s. I'm like, what is wrong? Yeah. He goes, have you tried Mizuno's? And I think it was the JPX early version, right? They've come a long way since then. And then I started hitting, I hit their 6-iron 190.
Right.
I'm like, forget
Sold.
It.
Sold. Give me a set.
Mizuno.
Yeah.
All the way. So anyway, fast forward to yesterday.
Right.
Well, last week we had our fitting. I think we mentioned on the show, and I got fitted for the...
Shout out Brian Morgan at Mizuno.
Brian Morgan. What a guy. What
25 years experience. The guy is on top of his game.
Dialed. And so just easy to talk to.
Super nice guy.
Super nice guy.
Yep, he's got a few stories too.
So I order the new Mizuno 243s.
Mm-hmm.
And I get fitted properly and hitting these balls, and I'm 2 degrees up, half an inch short. Found my nice new grips.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they came in. I'm super excited to try those. Got the new AI Smoke Paradigm Triple Diamond driver.
And you got the 4 hybrid.
The 4 hybrid. We're getting the 19-degree utility wood from Apex.
Yep, and you got the wedges too.
Got the Callaway full toe jaws wedges.
Same grips.
Same grips.
Dialed in, man.
Dialed. Ready to go.
When are you going to get them dirty? You got to get them dirty.
Hopefully this weekend.
Nice.
Yeah, hopefully.
Good.
I'm hoping to play possibly tomorrow, but definitely Sunday if I play.
Okay.
So I'll let you know. We'll give you feedback.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Playing at the rink?
More than likely. They just came out of maintenance, so it's a little soft.
Right.
A little sandy.
Right. Well, they're a beautiful set of irons. Mizuno make fantastic clubs. They always
really
have.
They do.
They don't pump a bunch of money into advertising like Callaway and TaylorMade and Titleist and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
They just pump their money into the production of their clubs, and their clubs sell themselves.
Yeah.
Every time we've had a demo day at the facility, everybody's jumping on the bit to get an appointment with Brian Morgan.
I think you sell at least 2 to 4 sets every time.
Yeah. Last few weeks ago, we sold like 4 sets.
Yeah.
I think he went 5 for 5 actually.
Did he?
Yeah. No, Brian knows his stuff, and
he does.
We're very lucky to have him, and as a Mizuno certified facility, we have all the iron heads, we have the shafts, we have the shaft optimizer at the club. If anyone wants to get fit, come get dialed in.
Yep. And then the next thing is just my putter, and that's, I don't know.
That's another
That's
another
whole other dynamic. Yeah. I'm a putter freak. I can't find the right one.
Yeah.
I could say other words, but probably shouldn't.
Well, we have all the AI Smoke Odyssey putters. They just came in, the white hot and the fine milled ones. And, we've got like 12, 13 putters. If you can't find a putter that works for you, with the Sam Putt Lab, you got a problem.
That's what Scotty Scheffler's playing.
Yeah,
he's got the new AI
Odyssey.
Are
you sure? I'm pretty sure he's playing the TaylorMade Spider.
No, he's got the new mallet.
Yeah, that's the TaylorMade Spider.
Are you sure?
Yep, and we can get it for you too. I'm absolutely 100% positive.
I thought it was
100% positive.
Oh, pardon me. Okay. Well, then it's working for him.
Yeah, for sure. He was 15 for 15 within 10 feet last week.
Yeah.
When he putts good, he wins.
Yeah, and he went 5 under today.
Yeah, and it was Rory's comment a couple of weeks ago. He goes, what's wrong with? Someone asked him what's wrong with Scheffler's putting, and Rory says, I think you should go to a mallet. Went to a mallet, one Bay Hill. Boom.
Well, it paid off.
Yeah,
and he's
Rory should. Did you see Rory today?
I did.
He shot 7 under at TPC Sawgrass with a double and a bogey.
2 in the water.
On 18,
yeah.
He dinked it in the water and then dropped it, hit a 3-wood from 293, 2-putted, give me a 5. That's like a freaking birdie.
Unbelievable.
And then made a double bogey on I think it was 8 on the front 9. If watch out this week, because if he's feeling it like that, 100%. he could go real deep.
Well, he removed himself from some of the politics, so it freed his mind up a little bit.
Yeah, good.
So
good for him.
We can hit on that later on as well. Yeah. But he set a record. I think one of 2 people that have 10 birdies or something like that at TPC in one round. I mean, that's lights out golf.
I'm fortunate enough. I've played down there. They have 2 golf courses there. They have the Valley course and they have the Stadium course. So the time I played it 20 years ago, I played the Valley course. Really good course too. And then driving back in, we teed it up on 17, the famous par 3, and then played 18 on the way in. So drop a ball on the tee. It's like 135, something like that. Hit a 9-iron on the green. No big deal. Stepped up, dropped another ball, doink, in the water. I'm like, okay. Dropped another ball, doink, in the water.
Which course?
The Stadium, the famous par 3.
Oh, on 17.
17, yeah. First time I hit it, no problem on the green. So yeah, it's not a big deal. Dropped 2 more balls, they were gone.
Oh,
and then go up 18. That's a tough stretch right there. 16, 17, 18. 16, you got to make birdie.
Yeah.
17, you got to hold your nerve. And then 18, it tests your ball. If you can hold on for there, you're a worthy champion. A good friend of mine is actually a member, Phil Mack Daddy, Phil Mack. He's a member there. He's invited me over to play the member guest. Hopefully one day I'll get there.
Yeah. I'd love to hear that story.
Yeah, me too.
For sure. Well, another one of our big storylines of the show is your joke of the week. It's becoming quite popular.
The joke of the week.
Yep.
Okay.
We need a joke of the week, Eddie.
All right. So this is about loft. Okay. Normally I have a guy coming in to see me now and again. He goes, Eddie, why is my 3-wood going the same distance as my driver? And I'm like, he wants this 1 second miracle fix. And I'm like, I don't have that miracle fix. If I had that tablet that could just solve that problem, I'd be a billionaire by now, right? So I'm like, it's probably because you got a loft problem. The difference between a driver's like 9 degrees, 10 degrees, fairway woods, like 3 woods, like 15 degrees, right? So you got a loft problem.
Yeah.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah,
but that's not what I'm thinking. It's a lack of effing talent.
Yes.
Can't swear on air here, so it's a lack of effing talent. And that's a classic right there.
That is a classic. I love it. Good stuff.
Yep.
So I segue into kind of another story in that I had, right? Playing this tournament down in Paso Robles and down in Napomo. It's called the Lay Masters.
Lay Masters, okay. Sounds funny already.
So the Lay Masters. And it's, the logo is the United States, but the flag is in Paso Robles, not in Augusta.
Right.
Green and yellow. It's not whatever. But back in the day, there was a pitcher for the San Francisco Giants. His name was Johnny LeMaster.
Okay.
And the group of guys would ask Johnny to come and play in the Le Masters.
Oh, okay.
Well,
That
it
makes
went
sense.
so far that they put a restraining order, or Johnny put a restraining order on the group
guy
because they kept
Yeah, they
bugging
were
him
hounding
so
him.
much to come and play. So it just becomes the Lele now.
So it was just a common theme, and then they got the guy.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
put a restraining order on the
Restraining
group.
order on
Oh
the
my
group of
God!
guys.
That must have been emails,
Yeah.
phone calls, everything. Just leave me alone, boys.
I think that was before cell phones, so it's a little easier to hide back then.
What kind of format was that? It was like a member
It's
guest
a
type
2-man
thing?
best ball.
Okay.
But it's an individual tournament. So you actually play for a green jacket,
Oh, nice.
and the jacket, if you win, you get your name embroidered on the back. I think this year's like 25 or 28 years.
Hey, the green jacket's coming up soon. Augusta's rolling around the corner.
Yes, it is.
I
Yes,
can't wait. I'd love to see Rory getting into form.
That's his
At
one.
right time.
That's the one he doesn't have.
Hopefully this year's the year.
Hope so too.
He was saying there a few days ago that when he would retire, and he said maybe if I get win a green jacket, I'll walk away.
Rory said that?
Yeah, he said that. He said that. Yeah, a couple of days ago.
I don't know.
I don't think he'd ever walk away, but obviously, a
I
green
don't
jacket
think-
would be the crowning achievement for him.
He's not done. He's nowhere near
No,
done.
there's no way. He's got plenty of room left in the tank for sure.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Okay, he just reps it. Reps it.
Was he 34, 5 years old?
Yeah, he's not old.
No.
And in golf now, like look at Phil Mickelson. He was the oldest major winner at the PGA a few years ago at 50, and then he went to
50, yeah.
live.
That's right.
So
Right. We've never even talked about Liv.
no, that's for another show. I guess.
For sure, another show. Yeah, so, Eddie, this time flew by.
Good.
I
yeah.
mean,
Time flies when you're having fun,
It
Betty.
really does. It just kind of, it doesn't feel good wearing flip-flops. I mean, it's just so comfortable.
When I first moved here, it was super awkward for me to wear it because I felt uncomfortable. Even as a golf pro wearing shorts, I would never play golf wearing shorts. The first time I ever did it was actually here in California.
Is that right?
And, you don't want to see my legs or like out of bound posts,
Well,
They're
as
so
white
freaking
as your
white.
hat.
They're so white. Oh my
Out
gosh.
of bounds post. That's hilarious.
That's good, right?
That's great. Well, again, FremontClubhouse.com. Book your lessons. Get your equipment. Email Eddie at FremontClubhouse.com. If you have a question regarding a tip of the week, we didn't even get to the tip of the week. We talked too much.
Yeah.
So we'll do 2 next week, okay? Unless you got something real fast.
Yeah, so somebody send some question in. I'd be happy to help. Okay, a real quick tip.
We got like a minute.
Look, so I'm sitting down here on the couch right here. Posture is a very important thing in golf. There's 3 fundamentals of the game: grip, posture, alignment, GPA. Like my daughter's working on her GPA, so posture is a big part of it. I see so many people coming into me and they're in this C kind of posture, this like hunched over position. What we're always in. We're sitting on the chair when we're having our breakfast. We're sitting on the chair when we go to work. We're sitting in the chair when we're at work. So everyone's in this hunched over position. We want to try to have an athletic posture.
Yeah.
Okay, golf isn't a sport. So we want to set up to it more athletically. If you can hinge a little bit more from your waist, so that will help your back become a little bit more what I call neutral posture.
And core stability.
Exactly. So whenever you're sitting down like this, you're not using your glutes, you're not using your abs, you're not using that kind of stuff. And that's what you need to golf. The power muscles in your golf swing are your glutes and abs that control that area.
Sure.
So posture at address and then posture dynamically is a really important thing. So to me, there's 3 kind of posture: C posture, S posture, and neutral posture.
Perfect.
Try to get a proper hip hinge. Quick little tip: get your golf club, put it underneath your belt. Push your bum back at address, slight little bounce to the knees, then get the club down to the ground.
Got it.
That'll get your lower back in a good position so you can rotate properly in the swing.
Love it.
Eddie's tip of the week.
Eddie's tip of the week.
And
Thank
then,
you, Eddie.
And then always go see a PGA Pro.
Yes, without a doubt.
Yep.
Again, thank you everybody for listening. Thank you, Trumer Pills. You guys make this show happen. Come see Eddie for your lessons and equipment needs, and book your next event at the Clubhouse. We look forward to hearing your thoughts, questions, or anything in the future. Ben at FremontClubhouse.com, Eddie at FremontClubhouse.com, and FremontClubhouse.com website to check anything else out and book your tee times.
Love it.
All right, Eddie, and what do we do?
Turning tragic into magic.
Every day.
One golfer at a time.
Love it. See you next week.
See ya.